gender. Whoa, that was a good one. Totally out of the blue. Sorry. That might be people. Man bun. It's a little man bun, but it's a man bun all the same. I'm gonna keep going. Hey guys, today I'm feeling really masculine. I'm kind of still bi-gender where I'm male and female at the same time, but I'm really pushing the masculine side. So this week I just want to flip it and make it happier and make it more encouraging to my gender fluid peers out there. So this topic is going to be about friends and friends to gender fluid and non-binary people, which I think is really important, and just the things they do and the things they say just make them happier. Heads up right now, I'm going to be using words like told and enlightened and everything like that when I'm telling my friends and everything, because I don't like the word out. I don't like to come out to my friends as gender fluid because I feel like that's not the right terminology. It's not like some secret that I had that I was hiding away. Now the secret needs to be let out for the world to see. It's literally me enlightening my friends about who I am now and the different terms and pronouns and names that I want to be called by and used and everything. So it's not letting out a secret, it's just telling them who I am. Story for today is actually a lot of mini stories. There's no one specific inciting incident for this, it's just a lot of snippets and moments. So the first one is, this happened a while ago when I was still getting used to my gender fluidity and I didn't have my binder yet. One day I woke up and I was feeling very male. I had to get ready for class and I had on like basketball shorts, t-shirt, and everything like that, but I had this hat. And I couldn't figure out if I wanted to wear the hat or not because I didn't know if it made me look masculine or feminine. At this point in time, I hadn't told my suitemates yet that I was a guy that day, but I walked out of the bathroom from looking in the mirror, and I was just like, guys, should I wear this hat? And the first thing was one of my suitemates looked at me, and she's actually one of the people that I didn't think quite understood what gender fluid was, but she looked at me and she goes, well, are you a boy or a girl today? And I said, well, I'm a guy. And she goes, wear the hat. And it was just really simple, really small encounter, but it was so empowering to not only have her ask first, but then be able to give me that insight and just be like, well, the hat makes you look more masculine. Go for the hat because it makes you look like a guy. The second story is about one of my volleyball teammates. Actually, this one's a three-parter. Bango. The first thing is when I told my volleyball team, and as I was explaining gender fluidity and everything that it came with and the nouns and the names that I wanted to be used, I just looked around and she just sat there with this huge smile on her face nodding, and I could tell that she didn't quite understand what it was, but she just seemed really happy for me that not only did I figure out what it was, but that I was comfortable enough to share it with the rest of the team. And she came up to me after the practice and she said, I'm just really proud of you for doing that. And I'm glad that you feel so comfortable around this team that you can do something like that. And it just made me really happy because it was really nerve-wracking to have to tell your entire volleyball team something like that, which it shouldn't be, by the way, but it was. And so having her come up to me and say that she was proud of me was something that was really cool. The second thing that she did was I was coming down to lift and she was leaving and she goes, oh hey, and she called me by my preferred male name, and she was right, and it was just like, okay. And it wasn't like I had to stop her and say, oh, thank you for using my name, and it wasn't like she had to ask which gender I was that day. She was just like, oh hey, male preferred name, and she walked on by. She's actually really good at being able to tell my gender without asking, and this can get a little iffy with people because sometimes they just make straight up assumptions that are completely wrong, but she's so used to my personality and the things that I wear that she's really good at just knowing it and then being able to call me by my preferred name for that gender. A lot of other people haven't done this. One, because it does get kind of iffy with assuming someone's gender, and I never want people to assume that. So I really do like it if there's ambiguity in my gender, like I'm not really clear and showing it and acting that way. So I like that, but she hasn't been wrong yet, and I bet if she ever is wrong, I can quickly just say, oh no, that's not what I'm feeling today, and then she'll switch it. The third thing that she did, she just came up to me and she goes, you just seem a lot happier and a lot freer in what you do. And it caught me off guard because it was such a random thing to say, but I knew exactly what she was talking about, and it made me stop for a second and go, well, I am happy. I am freer because now I can be who I really am. Her realization of that and her seeing me be happier and be freer in what I do and how I act was really amazing. She's just a great person. Okay, back on track. And the third story I have for you guys today is something that was really big, really important, and I could have made this the one story for today, but I had a lot of other snippets that I wanted to mention. I live in a suite of girls, and right next to us is a suite full of guys, and we're really best friends. It actually happened 2 days ago, and I had this formal event that I had to go to, and I was thinking about what the heck I was going to wear that night, because it was formal, I only have a few things to wear, and I was not feeling very female that day, and I only have female formal clothes. So we were all over there, a few of the guys, a few of the girls, just kind of us mingling together, and the event came up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to wear. And one of the guys from the guy suite just looked at me and goes, well, you want to borrow a button-down shirt? And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, I've got ties and button-downs and everything that you need if you're feeling a guy today. And I was like, that's really cool. And then my roommate popped up and she goes, well, even if you're not feeling a guy, if you're feeling a girl or something, like, I would love to do your makeup. I would love to be able to help you out and be more feminine. And I was like, guys, this is great. But when the time of the event actually came, I was getting ready for it. And I'm just like, hey, do you have the shirt ready? And he goes, yeah, come in here. So he shows me 2 shirts, and they're just regular button-up shirts, but I never would have been able to get them otherwise because I don't have that piece of clothing. I'm in college, like I've got like 10 pieces of clothing total. And then I actually was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, I'm not fully guy. But at the same time, I wasn't fully a girl. I was bi-gender that day. I looked at my roommate, and I was just like, do you want to do my makeup too? And she looks at me, her face lit up, and she goes, oh my gosh, can I? And I was like, yes, but make it subtle. I was able to go to the ceremony feeling very bi-gender. I didn't have to worry about coming across as too male or being too female or anything because they let me borrow and help me out in what I wanted to look like. To all those non-binary people who are afraid to tell their friends, go ahead and tell them and then help them out with everything that they need to know. Help them out with what pronouns that you prefer for yourself. Help them out if you have special gender names that you like to use. Friends of gender fluid people, just treat them like who they are. They're a human. You don't have to be any different with them, but if you're unsure, or if there's any ambiguity, feel free to ask. And always help them out to make them feel more comfortable in their body. Doing simple things like asking if you're a guy or a girl to give you fashion advice, or lending them clothing because they may not have all the clothing, or just giving them, hey, you look really male today. Like that, oh my gosh, that could blow someone's mind, especially if they're not feeling like they look very male that day. It's just these little things that stand out to a gender fluid person. Do I have any other stories? I feel like I do. I can't think of any off the top of my head. If I don't get back to you guys within 2 weeks or something, don't think I disappeared or got murdered. Just be aware that there's a lot of stress going on. So I literally have finals in a week. See ya, chicas.